You've requested more midweek chicken dishes and I am happy to oblige. This one is an absolute delight. It's chicken cooked in the oven with some tomatoes and eggplant, and just to give it a little pop of sweetness, the addition of some sultanas. So first with the chicken. Now I love that this is readily available now. It's chicken cutlets. So it's chicken thigh with the skin on, and it also has the bone in it. This is going to keep our chicken super succulent, and I like to start cooking it on the skin side so we get a lovely blistered colour on the skin. A little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, pinch of salt, and I won't add any pepper to the skin because it will burn, so we just want the salt at this stage. Now I want my pan to be on a medium heat, not too hot, because we do want to render down some of the chicken fat, because that chicken fat is going to flavour our stew. So in with about 6 chicken thighs, and I'm lucky enough to have a nice big pot here so they can all fit. If they don't fit, just do this in batches. Okay, and I'm just going to add a little more salt to this side of the chicken. Always season on both sides, and I'll add a small amount of pepper to the flesh side. While that chicken fat is rendering away, I'll prepare some garlic, 4 cloves of garlic, and I'm just going to slice them and then chop them up. Just run your knife through the garlic a few times just to roughly chop it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now for the eggplant. 1 eggplant for this recipe. I love eggplant, so meaty. And when you're choosing your eggplants, make sure you choose nice, shiny eggplants that are firm but not too spongy. So we'll take the top off, get rid of that. And then I want to cut it into about 3 centimetre pieces. So in half and then in quarters. No need to pre-salt these eggplants. And then we're going to cut it into even pieces. And you can see this is just another way of bulking out a dish, but also giving it a really lovely, rich flavour. All right, let's have a look at our chicken. Turn it over. Oh, that's what you're after. See how that skin's blistering? Just a fantastic cut of chicken. Perfect. Now I'm just going to turn it over and just very quickly seal it off. I'll grab a plate now and we'll just take the chicken out. And you can see all of that chicken fat that's rendered there because we added very little of that extra virgin olive oil. That's all come from the skin, and I'm very happy with that because that is going to give our eggplant a really lovely flavour. So before I add the garlic, I want to add our eggplant, and eggplants are like sponges. They take on a lot of flavour and a lot of oil. So we'll add them first and we'll just give them a toss. Fantastic. Eggplant is looking good. I'll add all of the garlic now. If I added that before, it would have burnt and it would have given our sauce a bit of flavour, and we do not want that. We can add our sultanas now and just break them up. And to deglaze, some sherry. Now I'm using dry sherry. I love the flavour of sherry. You could also use port for this recipe. That is smelling good. Now, once the alcohol is cooked off, and that's now, we can add our tomatoes. Now, I'm using some really good quality Australian diced tomatoes for this. It's already all chopped for us, so it's going to give us a really nice looking sauce. Stir that into the eggplant, and I do need to season this, so a good pinch of salt. Eggplant and tomatoes, they need salt to really show off. Some pepper. And I'll return our chicken now. And you just want to nestle the chicken in and around our tomato and the eggplant, and really try not to get too much of the sauce onto the skin because we really want to retain the colour and the crispness of it. Pour any juices on the plate. And if it does need a little extra liquid, my tip is just to use the can of tomatoes, add a splash of water so we're not wasting any of the tomatoes in there, give it a bit of a jiggle. And we'll just pour that into the dish. It really only needs a small amount. Okay, into the oven with the chicken. I'm using a heat-proof saute pan, 180 degrees for about 30 minutes or until the chicken is cooked through. Chicken with eggplant. Let's have a look. Oh, that smells pretty good. See how rich that sauce is, and the chicken skin is just right. Now, if you want extra crispy skin, I would highly recommend taking the lid off about halfway through the cooking process. Okay, to finish this off, it does always need a little pop of color, so a few sprigs of parsley, and I'll just take the stalks off for this, scrunch it up, and we'll just roughly chop it. This is also really nice with dill if you like, or basil works a treat too. I'm just going to keep it very classic. Sprinkle that over the top, just in and around the dish. And for some crunch, I've paired this up with some toasted pine nuts. I love pine nuts, tomato and eggplant. There you go, serve that with some mashed potato, maybe some buttered pasta or some couscous, even some rice. That is how you do delicious weeknight dinners.